Okay, so this is my business rock on project closing video. Yes. I have a lot of notes here on like the different projects, the order of the projects, what kind of happened, and stuff like that. But first I want to say that my group was a really good group. They all did their part. We all none of us had to say that something got done, that something needed to get done, or that we were slacking, or there were a couple of days when we just weren't feeling it. So I didn't do as much, I'm gonna be completely honest. But we always got everything turned in ahead of time. And everything got done in a very timely, organized manner, and it was the project, all of our assignments we did, they were well conducted and stuff. So first we started with the preliminary research, and that one went fairly simple for us. There are the four main sections on that one. It was defining artists, history, demographics, and how they market themselves. Since there was the four of those, we kind of just split it up between the four of us. So history was Peter. Defining artists was Jaden. He didn't really have to think much about that one because he loves country music. Avery did the demographics, and I looked up and did research on how they marketed themselves. And we were able to find a lot of useful information and provide a MLA works cited page that met the correct standards. Next, we had our band name. That actually took a really long time because we used the name generators, but none of them actually gave us what we wanted because they were all Stinky Road or old or just stuff like that didn't feel original, creative, or fun, because we were going to be using this name a lot and we wanted it to be something that we enjoyed as well. So eventually we just kind of threw names around dirt, roads, and then there was the new song called Old Town Road, which I highly recommend. It's a great song. And so we started laughing about that, which, by the way, Jaden hates that song. But we were just kind of joking around, laughing about that. And then, so we were oh, what if we were Old Town Road or Old Dirt Road? And it kind of stuck. So, and then we decided that our logo needed to be as simple, but yet as obnoxious as it could be. So that's how we decided on the red truck with a cowboy hat. Because it's very simple. You look at that logo and you think, oh my gosh, that's a red truck and a cowboy hat. I'm probably going to remember what that did. So then it was our band biography, and we just kind of had fun with that. We oh my gosh, what would be the stereotypical names of people in a band? And we were oh, Billy Bob, or Daniel, or Jake, or Katrina. So we just kind of stuck with those and gave them an instrument, something to do. But then we realized that we had to ourselves be in the band, so then we just added our names to those. And then we were just thinking of the traditional country bands and how they're formed, but how to put our twist on it. So that's when we decided of about the meeting in high school, but then going our separate ways in college, but then realized that we were really legit missing out on something by not doing this together. So then we were kind of oh yeah, let's just do that. And then that's when we also came up with the discography. Oh my gosh, we had a lot of fun with that. We just kind of made up, when you think of stereotypical country, we just kind of took what you thought of that and then went with it. We ran with it. So that's how you get your polka and Gambler's Road and When the Moon Comes Up and Straightforward and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's kind of how the band bio came to be. Sponsor, I wanted originally our sponsor to be Billy Bob's, because you think about it, that's a pretty genre-defining place there, especially for Texas. And it would fit it would fit everything perfectly. Plus, if they're a sponsor, we probably don't have to pay for venue fees at that location. So that's what I was thinking. But then we decided ultimately as a group to go with the Stockyards because it kind of represented our mix of old and new sounds in our songs. Oh my gosh, this is going to be kind of long. I'm sorry, Miss Felipe. Enjoy. So that's kind of how we came with the sponsor. And then in the Dirt tour, we were like, oh, let's have fun with this too. So we were just kind of like, we're Old Dirt Road, so we're gonna be in the dirt. We're gonna have a good time on this tour. So that's how we got In the Dirt. Plot the tour. We knew that we wanted to start in Texas. That was a must. We just kind of took that. We created our Google Doc. And then we said, okay, after Texas, we're going to Louisiana, Arkansas. And so then, like, Jaden would work on Texas, and I would work on Louisiana. Then Avery would do Arkansas, and Peter would do Alabama. Something like of that sort. And we just kind of move like that. And then we made our big circle. And that's kind of how it happened. But that one, honestly, went really quick. And let me just say, like, Jaden and Avery are, like, I don't even know how... I would turn to say, hell, we need to do that, or I would go start to do something, and I would pull it up, and they'd already done it. And I'm like, whoa, guys, like, slow your roll here. Like, we all need to contribute and do stuff, which we did, but some of the times it was just kind of nice, because a lot of times in group projects, I find myself having to control people, or tell them to get on task, or to let them know what needs to get done and give them some sort of direction, and I didn't have to do that, and it was kind of like really nice. It was a change versus what I've been, so that was really nice. But yeah, we knew that we wanted to keep it where we could be the most profitable, but also where we would have an audience in all reality. Because a lot of times tours now, like Taylor Swift or the Jonas Brothers, they can go anywhere and sell out a concert. That's just, I mean, for the most part, yeah, they could go anywhere and sell it out. But Old Dirt Road can't really do that. So we knew we had to keep it pretty southern, but still go coast to coast. So that's just kind of how we came up with our circle. But we also did, from the beginning, we wanted it to start and end at Billy Bob's, Texas. Our swag. At first, I really, really wanted to do a jar of dirt. As like a free gift with purchase. You get a jar of dirt because we're Old Dirt Road. I gotta turn it down on that. But, with the swag, we just kind of made it, I don't want to say like stereotypical, but we definitely just made it to where if you were going to a country concert, what would you see? Or what would be something that if you saw, you might be kind of shocked, but then you would still be like, oh, that's kind of cool because it's a country song. So that's where we came with the t-shirts, which was that was a requirement. But we just wanted a basic t-shirt, tour dates on the back, and the logo on the front. So that one was really simple. And then we wanted just a simple mug, cup, tumbler with the logo on it. But then our fanny pack, we was like, okay, let's have some fun with this. Let's have it be like monkey wrenching, kind of yada, yada, yada. And then our fishing pole. And that just kind of speaks for itself. I mean, it's a fishing pole. And it just kind of all tied in. And we just really got stuff done. Our promote the tour. I will say that this section was mostly me and Avery, but we all did pull our weight where we needed to. It was a very equal 25-25-25 project and weight, in my opinion. But we created the pages. We made sure they had all the information that they needed to have on it. It just was a lot of checking, like, oh, I need to add this and this, either in a post, bio, something, or at least to get it on that page if you clicked on our link or anything. And then we made the schedule, and we just kind of took our plot the tour and we were like, okay, let's turn this into, okay, we're on our way to Aberdeen, South Dakota. Or we just finished sound check, there's still time to go buy tickets. Just kind of stuff like that to keep everything in the know. and just ready to go for our tour, in all honesty. We wanted for it to be easy and fun and just kind of natural, like, because like a lot of times today you don't see like an influencers or band's tweets. Yes, they're always promoting themselves, their product, whatever, but more than likely most of those tweets are going to be something that lets you get to know the person better, or what they're doing, or what actually is going on, because that's how you sell tickets. So that's what we wanted most of our posts to be, and we just kind of put them like around times when those events would be happening, but also using our knowledge previously from that program's name. I forget what it was called. Oh my gosh, I got like 11 minutes. It's fine. Okay. The budget was actually pretty straightforward for us, because you just put in this one number and then like all of those sales are already calculated for you. So that was great. And then we just kind of took turns. We just took a section and would each go through and put it in, calculate it, and whatnot. Peter did most of the hotels. Jaden did most of the tickets and merchandise, and Avery and I just kind of went through and added all of those other things for each day and whatnot. And then the presentation, when we were deciding that, I found the theme of the slideshows from a website called Slide Carnival, and then we just kind of put it together based off the order of what we did. And then in the notes section, actually, there's all this information and stuff, and I had all these note cards and stuff that I used to help for at least my slides to get my thoughts together, and I could try to memorize it for stuff that I wanted to talk about. But overall, I feel like this project actually went really, really smooth, and we but we did really well in it, because I don't think we got below 100 on any of the assignments, and we got everything done before it was due, and we were the first group to present to. So, and with everything considered, I thought we did a really good job, and I enjoyed this project. So, thank you. Hope you enjoyed this 12-minute video, Miss Felipe. Okay.